Hello there YouTube, and welcome to the Audio Shack. Now this video is sort of so you can see why I've not been on YouTube for a while and why I've not uploaded many videos. And here you will see the Duet Stereo Multiplex Music Centre that's been modified and restored to its former glory by River AG3304. And if I just spin around, you'll see we have a wall of hi-fi equipment. Now we have this custom made shelf which is made out of chipboard. These are 8 foot by 2 foot chipboard panels, and there's 2 of them. And you probably won't be able to see it, but below the bottom shelf is all the spare speakers. I've currently been upgrading the main stereo system. Now here's the original Yamaha amplifier, and I've upgraded to a Yamaha CD player, a Yamaha radio tuner, and a twin Yamaha cassette deck. And then here we have the BSR 8-track player, various other pieces of equipment. This is the latest edition. This is a Pioneer PL112D turntable. Another latest addition is this YN 8-track radio receiver. And there's various other pieces of equipment like Hitachi receiver, Sony DVD CD player. This is featured on my old channel in my old videos. This is a Gemini do-it-yourself amplifier that a friend made. Then we have a Technics turntable, my old turntable, and the stereo to go with it, which we have this cassette deck, RSD 200, and the SA 150L receiver. And then, not part of this system, you know, it doesn't come with it, but it matches it, is a Technics SLP 100 CD player. And another Duet Stereo Multiplex, the same receiver chassis as that, but smaller case. And then as you can see, there's the Workbench, which has had a major tidy up. And over here we've got the left-hand speakers, and there's all the records and reel-to-reels, CDs, 8-tracks, cassettes. There's all the right speakers. And then obviously next to the listening seats, which are there, we've got the Duet Stereo Multiplex, which I showed you at the start of the video. So this is why there's been a lack of demonstration videos for a while. We've just been organising everything, got everything in its place. Another cassette deck there, which is yet to find a home. And then if we go behind the speakers here, probably won't be able to see in this light, but we have a bunch of sockets. Down the bottom we've got power, and then to the right hand side we have TV and FM aerials. And in the corner there we have 4 1/4-inch jack sockets for the speakers, and then up above we have another 2 spare 1/4-inch jack sockets, and below that a stereo auxiliary input which links back to the socket plates underneath the amplifier rack. And as you can see here, we have more power sockets and more speaker jack sockets. And the same goes for the right hand side. We have, again, FM, TV, aerial sockets, then 1/4-inch jack sockets for speakers, and some power sockets. So now we have enough sockets to keep us going. Under the Workbench, probably won't be able to see in this light again, we have some Marantz speakers which are just not hooked up to anything at the minute. Here's the cables for them. They're just a test set of speakers for when I'm testing equipment, when I'm repairing things. There's a couple of projects over here which will be in another video. So this is why there's been a lack of videos for, you know, a good year or so. I've just been getting an Audio Shack that is presentable. And over there you will see some fronts for some speakers. We have some 3-way fronts cut out, ready to build. So we have here the restored Goodmans speakers. Here's a pair of ITT speakers. B&W transmission line cabinets with car speakers in. Not just any old car speaker though, they're the same ones that are in my car. An aftermarket version, as are mine in the car. Here we've got these Klipsch Heresies from the early 70s. And we have a pair of Celestion Ditton 15 speakers. So, on the Yamaha we have the Goodmans speakers and the Celestion speakers. And then on the Hitachi receiver here we have B&W speakers and the Klipsch speakers. Now these ITTs are not hooked up yet, I haven't got enough sockets for these. I'll probably run these on the spare test speaker sockets I've got behind there. This one I still to modify. You see there's a base part here that's covered up by some paper. So we stick a tweeter in there and we stick a 5x8 elliptical Altai driver in there. And they are going to run on the Philips N2400 cassette recorder, Y and 8 track and radio. Also over the back here we have the original duet speakers which are on the original basic receiver. We have some Ferguson two-way bookshelf speakers there which are hooked up to this Y receiver. This cassette deck needs a bit of work. This has just been put here today, but this is going to get hooked up as a test amplifier. And what you listen to at a minute is a record that's been copied onto a cassette from the Pioneer to the Yamaha deck. So I suppose I'll shut up now and I'll let you hear how it sounds. We'll have one more song and then we'll call it a day for this video. There's only a slight bit of crackle in the background because it's quite a clean record. There's the Goodmans G Magnum K2 multi-speaker system, as they are called, from 1964. Fully restored. Originally the front panel was just plain chipboard, so that's been painted black, and the frame around the mid-range driver was starting to rust, so that's been painted black. The original tweeters. This speaker, you'll notice, actually has been screwed in, whereas the other one over here is still bolted in. That's because when I had to come to do a little repair on this one, the nuts wouldn't come off the front, so we had to take out the bolts, which ripped the chipboard around the holes. So we've now screwed it in, and you will see a bit of white sort of foam around the speaker. We've put all new foam seals on the mid-range tweeters and the bass drivers. And they are now restored to how they would have looked in 1964. And there's the other one. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.